continue. So scenario number 5, and it says Non-Ben-Yomo pot. Okay, so it should be, as been said, a little more lenient. Non-Ben-Yomo meaning more than 24 hours. These rules apply only to food cooked in Ben-Yomo pot. Foods cooked in Non-Ben-Yomo pot may be used with daily. Okay. However, initially one should not use even Non-Ben-Yomo pot if another pot is available. It is preferable to own set of pots, as we said, and pans to avoid these problems. So even like maybe one pot or something, right? Thus, if hot gravy is splattered on a hot water urn, one should consult Rav as to whether after a day it has passed, it may be used for coffee, to which the milk may be added. The reader is reminded that Halachah of the Non-Ben-Yomo pot does not apply to the sharp foods cooked in that pot, as noted above. Okay, so again, it's a lot of information, but we try to simplify it as much as possible. So now we're talking about the pots that were not used for the last 24 hours. One more time. This rule apply only to the foods cooked in Ben-Yomo pots, meaning that you cannot initially want to eat with the opposite type of food, right? With the milk or dairy. Food cooked in a Non-Ben-Yomo pot may be eaten with dairy, but I would say, like in general, as we always try to advise people, like have one approach to the Halachah, right? And you're never going to make a mistake, right? So never ever like cook in the opposite pot, right? So if you plan to eat it with cheese, for example, don't cook the spaghetti in the meat pot, even if it's after 24 hours. So again, the religion says there is no problem, you can eat, but like right, even lechatchila, even to begin with, but proper not to do it, because once you like, it's only a matter of time when you're going to make a mistake. Only a matter of time. However, initially one should not use even Non-Ben-Yomo pot if another available. So he said, okay, if you have another one, so don't for sure you should not use it. Comment to it. Chachmas Adam 48:2. He implies that if one is able to borrow a pot from a neighbor, he is required to do so. Very interesting. It seems that according to Sephardic tradition, one may initially cook in a Non-Ben-Yomo pot. So okay, so even for Ashkenazic tradition is many times a little stricter. So we say try to do not to use this pot. As the Chachmas Adam said, go borrow from the neighbor this pot. Or a milk pot, or whatever you're cooking there. I mean, whatever you cook in, whatever intention of the dish you have. If you want to eat it with cheese or something, right? So you go borrow this dairy pot from your neighbor. But according to Sephardic tradition, they say since it's Non-Ben-Yomo, so since it's more than 24 hours, don't worry about it, and you can use it to begin with. It is preferable to own set of pots and pans to avoid this problem. So today, when people are much more richer than in olden days, so it's, I mean, why would you like put yourself in all of these questionable situations, right? And in olden days, in this book, I think we're going to learn the laws of koshering, even though we learned like some details, some overview of koshering in our Monday's class. But here we're going to go in all of the details, and I think we're going to go into what we should tovel in the mikveh, what should not tovel, or not obligatory at least. Right, we're going to go to all of the details, and it was very applicable in olden days, in days of even my grandparents. So that's what the people used to do. They kosher all of the pots. Like, they have some things for Pesach, but not exactly like today. We have like, I mean, all of the people that I know, they have second set for sure. Nobody would kosher a pot, and unless they spoil it. That I mean, use it for something opposite, they must kasher, but otherwise nobody kasher for Pesach. They have a second set. Okay, even people who are not rich. Let's put it this way. So continue. So he continues with example. Thus is a gravy splattered on a hot water urn. I'm not sure what he is splattered on. So it looks like the inside. So commentaries say it refers to the metal urn. The plastic in case urn, such as a pump urn, is not affected by this splatter on the outside shell, since the water is held in a separate inner metal container. So here, he's very clear, thanks to this commentary. So you have a gravy, so you have this meat pot, and next to it you have a water urn. I'm not sure, today all of our urns, today they're all plastic with insulation, there is no problem, sir. We're talking about more like in olden days, I remember those. They have like a big pot with a cover, and where a lot of water can be stored, right? And they use it to keep the water warm on Shabbos. So, and it was, I think all of them, since they're huge, they were made of aluminum, right? So here he said, if it's splattered on the outside wall, not inside in the water or empty container, no, on outside wall, right? So one more time. Thus, if hot gravy splatter on a hot water urn, one should consult Rav as to whether after a day has passed, it may be used for coffee to which milk is added, right? This water, milk, in some sense, I would say in double quotes, cooked with milk, right? Because the water would be hot, okay? The reader is reminded that Halachah for a Non-Ben-Yomo pot does not apply to the sharp food cooked in the pot. It's not in the pot. So, so we finished discussion in Non-Ben-Yomo pot. And he reminded us again that if it's sharp food or cut with a sharp implement, that what we use, for example, for dairy, that's a different rules apply.